Good morning. It's extremely early here. I think it is 6 o'clock. We have a fluffy cat here who is thinking this is a game. This is herringbone stitch, and I have a couple of customers who wanted to see a video because it's actually simpler than what it looks, but you got to be very careful not to lose stitches. This was my third attempt. I kept losing stitches. You can see here the very clever dye technique of the Uneek fingering. They are dyed on stripes, so it's actually perfect little size to get these lovely fairly broad bands of stripes. This yarn, Uneek fingering, is, I have it on good advice. Is that the right word to say? I don't know, too early, brain's still sleeping. I have a customer in America at the moment, and she says a skein of this 100 grams of Uneek is $540 Rand. My skeins are 390, so it's I should actually be charging 550 for them if I put a proper markup. But my whole aim of being inspired is to get beautiful yarn in your hands without it being unaffordable. So 390 for a skein that's dyed this way. Such a labor intensive dye and so soft, and the colors are lovely. So anyway, let me get away from the yarn and let's move on to the stitch. So herringbone stitch. You need a even number of stitches plus one selvage stitch, and you can see it comes in will be in little pairs like this. So just keep checking your stitches. You might have to start over a couple of times like I did, but once you get going, it creates this beautiful fabric. So that's the front. You can see the herringbone pattern, and then the back looks like that. Looks just like a garter stitch. So let's get going. This is part of the Kellam shawl. I added stitches though, and I went down a needle size. So you use a bigger size needle. So this is, I would normally knit this on a 3.5, but because it's herringbone, I am using a 5.5 higher needle. I had steel tips, 6mm, and I was losing stitches left, right, and center. It's too slippery, the steel, for this technique, I think. Some people might like it. I like to have the bamboo. It's a little bit not sticky, but the stitches don't fly off your needles. And I didn't like the 6mm. It was too loose for me. I love this drape, this fabric, so it's a 5.5. Okay, so I say a little mantra, and I'm going to say it all the way through for the knit row. So it's slip, and then it's knit, and then it's taking this slip stitch. Some videos take it right off and then knit into the back, but it's easier to leave it on. So slip, knit, and then I just knit that stitch and pop that back on. So slip, knit. So effectively what I'm doing is I'm knitting that stitch, and then I'm knitting this stitch afterwards. So slip, knit, go into the slip stitch, and knit through. You're actually knitting it through the back loop. So slip, knit, take that slip stitch, even if you have to take it off in the beginning to get your mind right, and you knit it into the back loop. So slip, knit, slip stitch, knit it into the back, slip, knit, into the back. I'm going to go all the way across so I can show you the other row. Slip, knit, knit into the back, slip, knit, knit into the back of the slip stitch, slip, knit to the back of the knit stitch, slip stitch, slip, knit. And you can see what's happening here is it's a slipping from this pair, and then it's knitting into this pair. So if you get to a point where you have suddenly got a pair and you're going to be slipping and knitting, you know you've made a mistake. So that's also how I keep track of myself, that I haven't made a mistake. To unpick this is exceptionally hard. I was still trying to work that out. I had to unpick right to the start again. Slip, knit, and into the back. Slip, knit, and into the back. Slip, knit, and into the back. And because I'm working with pairs and even number, this is my odd number, my 31st stitch, and I'm going to just slip that knitwise with my yarn in the back. Okay, so that's one row. That's your right side row, your knit row. So now we're going to turn it around and we're going to do the purl row, the wrong side. Again, we're going to be working across, you can see the pairs. If you have not a pair, then you have a problem. So I'm going to be taking my selvage stitch and work it with the first of that pair, and then I'm working across pairs. And all we do here is we're going to purl both of these stitches. Let's get the yarn in the front. We're going to purl the first two stitches together. Don't take it off your needle, and then you're just going to go and you're going to purl the first stitch again. And then take them both off. So next set, through both of them, purl, then through just that first stitch, take it off. So can you see I'm working across the sets again? There's a set, so I'm taking one from this set and one from that set, purling them together, and then one. I'm going to go all the way across again just to show you. Pull together, and one. Pull together, and pull one, and both of them come off. Pull together, pull that first one, and both off. Pull, pull one, and off. And again, look, it's creating little sets. Pull and pull one. Two together, and pull one. Two together, and one. Two together, and one. Two, one. What's nice about this fabric is it doesn't curl. So if you had to cast on more stitches and just do a scarf in the Uneek, you'd get thinner stripes because you're more stitches, but it doesn't curl. I've finished. I've got one stitch. I'm going to slip this one knitwise with the yarn in front. There you have it. As easy as that. Herringbone stitch. How beautiful. See, no curling. Have a good day.